Okay, so fit number of factors to be extract, select 1. Okay, make sure you select 1, continue, and then okay. Okay, so look into the first component. Okay, so the first component must be below 50%. If you look into this item, so the value is 52%, mean that this instrument is not free from bias. Mean that there is some bias that currently related to your instrument, so you have to justify why you can proceed with this research, because at this moment the result did not surpass the Hammer single factor test in terms of the bias. Mean that there is some bias in your instrument. Alright, so the next test would be Psl correlation. Okay, so to do the Psl correlation, okay, in order to do the Psl correlation, you need to combine the variable first. Okay, for example, self-efficacy. In order to combine that, go to the transform, select compute variable. Okay, so we put var sef, for example. Okay, select the circle, and then select sef1, okay, plus sef2 plus sef3 plus sef4 plus and sef5, and then divide it by 5 for var ser. Alright, and then you need to do the same thing for the domain knowledge and also for the attitude, basically for all the variable that you are currently using. Okay, so next is to check for the Psl correlation. Go to the correlate and select bivariate. Okay, select bivariate. Okay, and then select the variable that you have combined. Oh, I only combine one variable, I need to combine another two variable. Okay, so for the DOK, you have to combine all the variables that you will be using. So DOK1, DOK2, DOK3, and DOK4. So it will be 4. So var DOK. And then last one will be attitude. Transform, compute, var attitude, ATT. So you only have 3 variables for the attitude. Okay, attitude 1, attitude 2, attitude 3. So will be 3 here. Okay. So next we can check for the Psl correlation. So go to the correlate, bivariate, and then select all the 3 variables. Make sure you select person and total. Okay. So this will be the result of the correlation. Okay, just copy it here. So we check self-efficacy with attitude. Okay, and you look into the significant to test, the value must be below 0.05 in order to be significant. If you look into the value available here, so the value is less than 0.05, mean that the self-efficacy is correlate positively, 0.574 with attitude. Same with the domain knowledge, 6 or 7, and significant is below 0.05. Okay, that's for the correlation. And lastly, for the multiple regression. So to conduct a multiple regression, go to analyze. Okay, and then select regression, select linear. Okay, select linear and select your independent. So independent will be self-efficacy and domain knowledge. Dependent will be attitude. And then just click OK. First we check to the model summary. So model summary means the percentage that the independent variable can determine the dependent variable. And for this model summary, we will be using adjusted R square. Okay, this one, adjusted R square. So the adjusted R square of 0.574 4 or 9 mean that the combined variable of self-efficacy and domain knowledge can predict at least 40% of the variances in the dependent variable. Okay, and then now we want to check our hypothesis. Okay, so we look back into our model. So we have two hypotheses. Hypothesis 1 will be SE has a positive and significant relationship with attitude, and hypothesis 2, DOK has a positive and significant. Okay, so how to answer this hypothesis? We look into the coefficient. Okay, now we look to self-efficacy. We look into the significant value. This value must be below 0.05, and if you look into the both value, all value is below 0.05, so mean that all hypothesis is accepted. Mean that self-efficacy has a significant and positive relationship with attitude and as well as domain knowledge. Okay, and how to report this thing? So I will give you some example of how you can report this thing. Okay, this example of model. Let me check first. Publication Sprinkle or DL. Check this one. Okay, so to report this thing, this is how you report the correlation. Okay, I'll give you the example of this report. You just put the regression value into the research model, and this is how you report multiple regression. Okay, for example, you put self-efficacy here, and this one would be attitude. You put the coefficient, the t-value and the p-value. So the p-value must restrict. You can use either 0.05 or 0.01. 0.01 is more strict compared to the 0.05. Okay, and if the p-value or the significant value is below this amount, you can put the result either supported or rejected. Okay, supported yes or no. Okay, so I think that's all for all these tests. So if you have any problem with the test, okay, you can ask via the group WhatsApp or you can WhatsApp me personally. Okay, Assalamualaikum, bye bye.